Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Baba Mzari, father of Hazara nation, is struggling for us. For our rights and independence, he was served because he wanted justice and peace. Since then we became orphaned after he left us behind. All I can hear today is the echo of his voice while he was being disemboweled by his pitiless enemies. They were cruel hunters that killed our father. With closed eyes, all I can see is Baba in a flood of blood. Brothers, sisters, and respected parents, Assalamu alaikum. I am glad to see a large number of people who still admire Baba Mzari's efforts and sacrifices that he made for us. So from the bottom of my heart, I would like to thank you for tonight's gathering. The questions that we need to consider are: who was Baba Mzari? What he did throughout his life? What was his aim? Abdul'ali Mzari was a great leader and mainly the father of a nation. He was a leader who taught and guided himself before leading others. What means to be a leader is the life of Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, and Abdul'ali Mzari. These leaders are the life of humanism and the meaning of humanism on earth. What is really humanity? Humanity is a world of peace with living rights to its people as basic as identity. Right to live regardless of your religion, ethnicity, race or color. Mzari lived his life for developing humanity and fighting for basic human rights, such as acceptance of Hazara people as humans in Afghanistan. What he did throughout his life is not answerable in a few words. It takes another life to discover. One of the most important things that he did in his life was bringing back to life our identity. He shaped our identity in a way that cannot be destroyed until the end of the world. We identify ourselves as a Hazara proudly, and who gave us that confidence? Mzari, our father did. As he said, being Hazara should not be a crime anymore. Another important factor in Mzari's life was education. He traveled into different countries to achieve education, wisdom and knowledge. Most importantly, he wanted us to be well educated because education is the key to recognize ourselves and our rights. Education doesn't mean always being expert in all three sciences and extension maths. It's a secondary education. It is important. However, primary education, first and foremost education, is to understand yourself, where you are standing, your place, and what you want to achieve in your life. Baba fought for our rights and wanted us to achieve our rights and not to violate other people's rights either. As a follower, our job and responsibility is to educate ourselves. In a country like Australia, all facilities are available that we need, so why shouldn't we use them? If we want to achieve his dreams, then we have to give priority to education. Take commitment and stand up for your rights. Don't wait for someone else. Take commitment and raise your voice for yourself, for your nation, and for all human beings. Mzari's aim, dream, and goal were to see peace and unity in Afghanistan. Before he left the world for internal peace, he showed us the path to success. He guided us how to march successfully from darkness to light. He taught us to be united, accept and respect each other. But are we united today? Think about it. Do we respect one another? To be united, the first step is to accept each other as humans with rights and respect those rights. The question that mingled into my mind, which does not let me live in harmony, is that for how long we will appreciate Mzari's efforts and sacrifices? For how long? For how long we will pay tribute to him on his birthday and martyrdom anniversaries? For 16 years, we have been doing the same thing. Same thing over and over again. Exactly the same thing. We have been doing the same thing. We are suffering and remembering Baba, but not implementing our father's teachings. Crying for him will not help us under any circumstances. Never. Except implementing his teachings and following his path. It's true that we have lost him, however, we have not lost his teachings anyway. For 16 years and still today, mothers are crying for losing her son, sisters still crying for losing her brothers, and children for being orphaned. But no one has emerged in the face of Baba Mazari. 16 years is long enough for Mazari to be reborn through his people. Don't we have someone like Mazari? Why? Why there is not someone who could continue his unfinished mission, who could help those mothers, sisters, and children? Why? Why are we still silent? All of us are busy with our daily routine to achieve the luxury of a life, a beautiful home, best cars, and designer clothes to wear. But what about those widows, mothers and sisters who are compelled to beg for living and forced to leave their homes? Like last year in Bexley, it's not great Language, it's just 1 year. We have to consider these questions. We have to. We are progressing and developing, but not the kind of progress that Baba wanted. Not a technological development. He wanted everyone to be equal, kind, and just to one another. Live in harmony, not to be envy of one another. On March 13, 1995, Mazari was murdered violently. However, over 1.5 decades has lapsed. But Baba Mazari never died, as humanity never dies. So let's put hands together and support one another, regardless of our race, religion, belief, and creed. Just remembering and admiring Baba is not sufficient. He wanted us to be the light of his path, so let's love one another instead of hatred. Be united and live among others as a human. And walk on Baba's path that he left for us, which is a path to a brighter future and a successful life. Thank you.